invitation. How do I know this? Because the eagle is the only bird in the entire kingdom of animals that has these 7 characteristics. Strange enough, the eagle is the only bird that the Creator compares himself to. As a matter of fact, it is this bird that he says he relates to in regards to humanity. Years ago when I read that, I decided if the Creator said that he is like an eagle and he wants us to be like him, then I must study the eagle. As a matter of fact, I was attracted to Eagle Team Industries when I got the invitation and saw an eagle on it. Because I said anybody and any group who have decided to pursue the characteristics of an eagle, they can be my friend.
What a pleasant way to say welcome this morning. Not starting up with our usual team, but we thought it wise to come this far to give you the time to know what's unfolding in the country and what are those things that are meant to be done. And consciously this morning, we're going to be speaking to issues relating to governance and, importantly, to the growth and development of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. Specifically, the young people will be captured in this conversation we're going to be having this morning. Welcome. This is the Positive Show. And of course, your usual companions are not here this morning. Well, so we have to fit in so that we get things going on. My name is Rufus Divine Khan, good morning and welcome. Let me quickly rumble through the flash schedules from the Ravers International Airport. Then we start up to talk about those things that matters to the growth and development of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. Today is Friday, the 13th day of December. Gradually, we're slipping out of 2024, right? So quickly for arrivals at the Ravers International Airport, we have Brussels Airlines. Brussels Airlines flight SN307. We arrive at the Ravers International Airport at 4:55 at 4:55 this afternoon. And lastly, for arrivals at the Ravers International Airport, we have Aska Airlines flight KP20 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Ravers International Airport at 5:50. So quickly for departures, we have Brussels Airlines flight SN307 will depart the Ravers International Airport for Abidjan at 6:10 this evening. So that does it for the flight schedules this morning. Arrivals and departures from the Ravers International Airport. We normally say to you in the morning the traffic build up at early as 7:40, 7:30 between there. And most interestingly, due to the inspection exercise, we found out that most often we have the build up the traffic early as 7:40, 7:30, and that takes you up as far as Fresh Street Sinker. Right about now, just within time, while I went out to get one or two connections made, I saw a huge congestion in the traffic right before from 12th Street as far as 9th Street, passing 9th Street, going forward to Fresh Street and that of the Capitol Hill. So we understand for some of you who are using this route, build yourself up to know that there is a traffic congestion along this route. And those of you coming from the Bushra Island side, know that around the Freeport area, as far as the Stockton Creek Bridge, the Gabriel Tucker Bridge, rather, you will have congestion of the traffic along that side. Inspection is ongoing. Please adhere to the rules that governs the traffic. Thanks to our police officers who continue to do their work, making sure that we have a smooth movement. Now we understand that in the morning, what the police normally do is that they create 3 lanes to come towards town. And in the afternoon, they create 3 lanes to go back to the various destination while using the Tottenham Boulevard side. So it's the opposite of what the morning is. We want to say to you as a security alert, we said it and we'll continue to say it. While you are commuting from one point to the other, most of you love using motorcycle. Now understand that the criminals have ganged themselves up. They have come up with a strategy. You have criminals amongst our brothers who are looking for their living. So be sensitive enough. Never you allow somebody who you don't know to sit behind you. Never you allow somebody, I will re echo this. Never you allow somebody who you don't know while riding the motorcycle. Never you allow somebody who you don't know to sit behind you while you sit on the back. Because the strategy these guys do have is that what they normally do here, they will have a point guard. These point guys, for instance, it may be even a female. They know the destination of these people. They have already planned it. So let's say, for instance, if you are picked up from Thames Kitsinko and you're going towards the red light side or you're going towards the Painesville side, that point person have been placed along the road. Maybe they may take the person from 20th Street, or they may take the person from around JFK, or they may take the person from Congo Town. You thinking that you want to be so magnanimous to help somebody to get on the way, you be falling into a situation that becomes so unbearable for you. You may lose all of your belonging. Your life may even be jeopardized. So please, at this point in time, while commuting from one point to the other, most especially those of you who love these motorcycles, please be cognizant that allowing people who you don't know to sit behind you is a threat to your life and that of your safety. So if that bag man, you get on that bag, my sister or my brother, and that person tells you, oh, I will pick up somebody, do the arrangement, whatever he or he's going to charge you. Make sure if you cannot pay it, tell him, okay, I'm not going with you, or I'm not able to allow you to take somebody behind me. Or they say, oh yeah, you sit on the back. You will sit down. The person said, don't allow somebody on the back with you. It is detriment to your safety. All you do, whether the person is far off or the person is near, make sure you alone should be on that back. And when you are on the back, be sensitive enough. There are times in which while they are riding, they know there are areas where people they have planted themselves. Some of them will add that the back is giving problem, most especially during the late evening hours. During the late evening hours, be very careful how you go about riding tricycles and motorcycles because the guys are on the rampage. This is the festive season. This is the festive season, and there are lots of crimes ongoing. We told you on yesterday that those of you who go to the bank to do money transaction, or you go to transact at the bureaus and other places where money transaction is done, There are people who are planted. Notice, there are people who are planted as point guards to give detailed information of who enters the bank and who are those ones that went for a huge amount and the transaction and stuff like that. Some of them, why they are these banks, the point man inside giving the information, the bag man is already set outside, back already beating. He's just waiting to have you come outside so he gets you convinced so that you ride with him. You want to move faster. Or some of them, they won't get you to ride your bike, but they will tilt you until you reach that destination of yours. Or while on the way, maybe some of you lay so far and the distance when you get into those cars and stuff like that, they will be tilting that car. They are out for jacking, they are out for robbing. So be careful as you go about the festive season, as you go about looking for your living. Mhm. There are a lot of people who've been victimized. Another point of the crimes alert that we want to bring to your attention. We noticed that during the festive season, the kids, maybe this week or probably mid next week, the kids will be going for vacation for the Christmas break. If you are leaving the children at home, please give them a mandate. Okay, John Kessler, thank you so much. If you are leaving the children at home, please give them a mandate. Anyone who comes here in the name of your man sent me, let that person make a phone call. It shouldn't be your phone. The children shouldn't give their phone. Let that person make a phone call to you. Say, please, ain't see my man saying you? Please call my mom. Let that person call your mom or your pa. And you have the time to talk with him or her before you can do anything. Because they are going around. Women are all doing these things. Yes, the women and all, they are fully involved. Thank you so much, Gabriel, MC Packer, for joining us. John Kessler, thank you so much. Usman Kali, thank you so much for joining us. The women and all, they are involved. Oh, your man, your man friend, your man say I'm gonna come for this thing. And at the end of it, you the child, because you want to obey, because your money or your partner, you go about giving that person whatever, the person will escort the scene and your parent will become the victim. So parents, if you are leaving the children at home, make sure to leave this warning with them. They shouldn't allow anybody to come say your man say. If you, the parent, will be there or you want something, you will call them. If you do not have phone, if they do not have phone, you will call the nearby neighbor and let them talk to you or you talk with them. Because this is something that is happening. And just the other day, I was being told a story of the same where a woman and had a time because her husband is sorrowful, but it's serious. This woman and her man been together for quite a long time. Is one of immigration officer. His wife, he went to work. Why did they have a little mini market and stuff like that? So this woman now knows she been monitoring the people activities. So she came. Oh, you saying that yet? Your man getting married in Pinsville. You saying that your man getting married to one of the hotels in Pinsville there. Poo poo, jealousy, all the jealousy. Man, can I go? But you know what? I will get on the motorbike. I will go ahead so that they can know that me tell you all the jealousy too. She was there. Oh, she told one of her relative, got that person on motorbike. She was doing her business. She left her daughter at home. She took the money, placed it, her market money, placed it in a room in the bag, shop it. Just when you in your hurry, man, you want go catch people. Boom. She left it in the room. her wedding band, everything. She left it on the table. That lady who went to give her the G's that she was following, the woman acted like she was going. She went in front, not knowing that lady turned around. Why she and say, "Oh, I'll be waiting for you to EFW Junction." She go on motorbike. She and the relative, a male. While two of them were going, the lady came back to the house. Say, I was here telling your man say, she left money in a place that you must give me the money and give me something. So they get to, because she saw the woman, she believed it. She followed the girl in the house. While the girl was looking for the money in a bag, she said, just bring the whole bag. And your man said you must give her a few clothes because the clothes she carry, in trouser and that clothes and something. So you must give her a few clothes. The woman packed the money, the business money, the wow, her wedding band, everything. The lady turned it over to her. And away. So when the lady went outside now, call. Say, Mama, your friend Jackie said, who my friend? The woman that you said that Kenya said that two of you should go to that place. Say, I don't know about it. Up to now, they don't know the whereabouts of that woman. The money and everything gone. Or wedding band, everything gone. So that tells you these are strategies. The females are also involved with these criminal activities. So if you will just be there, leave the children vulnerable and not giving them pet talks to know what is happening around here, you will be victimized. You will be victimized. If you have a business area and you left the children there to go attend to nature or you go attend to other issues, make sure that you have one or two of them added to the ones that were already there. That child alone cannot man a market because the person will come with the influence. Say, I want to buy more. But you get people and go change their money. While that child in a hasty mood wanting to serve, thinking that that person is a good person, that person, when that child leaves to go and buy the plastic or to go and change the money, that person may pack whatever he or she wants from your business area, and the way they will be gone when that child comes back, only the situation they'll be faced with. So let us learn these things as we go about this festive season. Make sure some of you who just coming into Monrovia, you too hype or hyper, one may say, you want to get the latest clothes, you want to get the latest this. Please make sure, since you don't know this place, get somebody that you can actually relate to, somebody that you know personally, to take you to places to go and purchase. The criminals are on the rampage. They are amongst the tricycle riders. They are among the motorcyclists. They are at the business areas. The criminals are all out. You want to buy these jeans. You will see the jeans is very new, very clean. That's what you want. And when you go out there to buy that jeans, my friend, they will give you the jeans. They put it in your hand. While you are doing the transaction, they will swap that plastic. The guys are very crafty. They will swap the original thing that they put in this open. Yeah, okay, that is cheesy. Okay, let me wrap it. While you there talking, they'll bring a heavy thought. Somebody will come to even distract you. And we'll sit there, look at the other one here. While the person that wrapping that clothes or wrapping that dress will swap what you bought and put something that you did not buy. Learn it today. These are all strategies that the criminals are using. With otherwise to enlighten your mind so that you do not fall victim of these circumstances. You go to exchange money. Oh, you want higher rate. Yes, you want higher rate. You go, you give your good money. They will give you money. So and sorry, I says the money, that money not correct, or you will kind of the money will not be correct. Why are you giving back the money? They'll tell you, say, oh, I thought you say your rate. I said, no, I want to change again. I say, say stay your money here. They're giving you counterfeit. That money they're giving you back is a counterfeit. So if you're going to change money, make sure to capture the series number. Most of you got smartphones. Snap it. Most especially the bills. Snap it, because at the end of the day, you may be victim of the circumstances. With these pep talks, security alerts, we thought it wise to give you this morning. We say good morning to you, Musu Jensen. Thank you so much for joining us. Gabriel, you joined us from Tottenham, Bomi County. We appreciate you and thank you so much for joining us. All right. So these are things that we thought to give you or enlighten your minds on. On yesterday, I always say to people, politicians are not friends. To all of us as journalists, I know some of you, your friends are politicians, or you so much trust them, or you so much into them. It is unfortunate that journalists during this time and age will continue with all of these laws, with all of these bills being passed. Journalists will still be attacked. Journalists will be threatened and so forth. On yesterday, just got to my attention, and let me read for you something that is posted on the social media about our colleague Julius J, who hosts the afternoon, that's the OK afternoon conversation. OK FM has written, as we've been told. Let me read it out for you. It says, for immediate release, Representative Kogai's statement in bad faith and threatening talk show host Julius J. The management of OK FM has condemned threats made against the host of our afternoon show, OK Afternoon Conversation, Julius J, by Nima County Representative Samuel Koga. When he phoned in on the afternoon show on Thursday, Representative Koga issued direct threats against Mr. J for his analysis on the current leadership crisis of the House of Representatives, of which Representative Koga plays a major role. In his interaction with the talk show host, Representative Koga said, Julius, the way you are producing the show, you are trying to incite the Liberian against the government. You as a journalist, whatsoever that happened, present it to the citizens. Let the citizens make a determination. You are inciting the public against the decision we took. Julius, let me tell you something. If you also carry on publicity that undermines or that brings the house into public disrepute, that management, your radio station, can be invited by the house. Do you know that? You need to stop that you are doing. Stop what you are doing, he said. You are biased and you must stop. You are a young man and you have to be careful. I am telling you. The management of OKFM views these attacks unleashed on the host of the OK Afternoon Conversation as a direct threat intended to bully him into submission and self-censorship. It has even stepped up security concerns, especially in a fragile society where the powerful, including Representative Koga, runs the order of the day. We want to state that Julius's analysis met all journalistic principles, and there was nothing said that could bring the house to public disrepute. It is glaring that the action of lawmakers, representatives have already brought what's supposed to be an honorable house to immense public disrepute. to have even compared our broadcast to what happened in Rwanda that took away thousands of lives in just 100 days was clueless and uncivilized. We strongly want Representative Koga to desist not just from threatening journalists, but all other journalists carrying out professional duties for the growth of our democracy. We hope our international partners are following, and we implore them to call individuals like Representative Koga to order, as there is no space for the attack on free speech in the 21st century. Okay, so you hear it. That's OK FM uh, 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 um, immediate release on what transpired yesterday between Representative Koga and talk show host Julius J. I continue to say, and I will say, I have been saying, Liberia, sometimes people feel that some of us, we just don't want to do what others are doing. I have come too far and have witnessed a lot in this country for the period of time, 20 years plus, in the media. Before we could come, we saw these things happening. And now that we are here, we learn from the mistakes, we learn from the issues that went on. We saw it as a lesson learned from past interaction with politicians and that of journalists. These are the same people who call us, these are the same people who we tend to propagate messages or information relating to their workings. The journalists, that's why whenever I seize the opportunity to sit on the radio or sit before the microphone or whatever means I have to speak to the conscience of people, I always love to refer us to our creed as journalists, because politicians will always be politicians. These politicians are self-seeking. They are not in your interest. They do not have friends. They do not have permanent friends. Politicians have interests. When it is not in their interest, your publication becomes a threat to their movement. They go all out to do what they can do just to see you off the field, because there are cogent information that you may have in your possession concerning their dubious acts. So at the end result, they will do all they can to see you off the field. And it is upon us. When we were in school, the late Joe Mwaba at the University of Liberia, may his soul rest in peace, he taught us. He always used to say, there is no news worth dying for. If you, as a journalist in this time and age where Liberia peace is fragile, where we are still struggling to have civility, and the people who we are working for, they are so gullible to the extent they don't care about your survivability, they don't care about your safety. If you are not in their interest, if the information you are proffering is not in their interest, they go all out to do what they can to get you out of the picture. I say this to say, we condemned this act, not just only by Representative Koga, but there are lots of officials of government from every spectrum of governance, be it from the executive, be it from the judiciary, be it from the House of Representatives and the senators, all of them, the legislators in particular. We've come to understand that things that they found themselves doing, they do not want these things to be seen or be brought to the public to get the public opinion so they can do anything in their will, in their power to see that this information is brought to bed. The journalist Julius Jay have been carrying on his duty as a professional journalist. He's been proffering issues relating to what is unfolding at the Capitol. This is so disgraceful. All of us, even the little man that is in the rural area, he knows that the first branch of government, especially from the House of Representatives, they have stepped their bounds. They have gone below the belt in their actions. And their actions are not in conformity with the interests of the Liberian people, but rather their selfish greed and the selfish interests. It is not in the interest of the Liberian people. Both sides. If you turn everyone who you find in this process, they are seeking the personal interests. If you are being mentioned as the masses forming part of this, is just a minute portion of that whole process. If you tend to quantify their action, knowing as to whether it is in your interest or not, the percentage that will be attached to you, the masses, is just 1 or 2% of what they find themselves doing there. So it is not in your interest. It is in their self-interest. So they do not want you to know what is unfolding. They do not want you to understand the workings of that honorable body. So you, as a journalist, when you come out to give detailed analysis, when you come out to give the facts that are unfolding, you become a threat. So that has happened in the case of the representative and that of journalist Julius Jay. So we condemn the actions, we condemn it in the strongest term, and we call on all officials. Now, let us understand. That's why I always say to my friends, we as journalists, we need to add value to ourselves. When we add value to ourselves, we make these people. We make them. If they can go about doing everything they can in their willpower, and this information are not brought to the public, people will not know that they're working. Oh, yes. So now, you as a journalist, you serve as the watchdog of the society. You are the beacon of hope. You are the beacon of information. You are the channel through which people get information. That's why we always pray that we do the right thing. Let us not censor the information. Let us be factual. Let us be balanced in our reportage. When we are critical, when we come with a balanced approach to the profession, trust me, value will be added to us. But if we just, oh no, the man call you and say, oh, my man, I want you to publish something about that man, then you go about doing it. They will lose respect for you, and they will even use that against you in time to come when you are proffering issues that are not in their interests. So journalists, we need to add value to ourselves. Without us, information about these people won't go out. And this should be something that we as journalists should put a media blackout on the representative until he can come up to the point to understand that he tread a wrong path. And he should publicly apologize for his statement made against journalist Jay, because it's life-threatening. Telling somebody in this time and age that they need to be very careful, it shouldn't be taken as a joke. We saw a lot happening where people have been seeing death in vehicles. in communities. When it comes to these kinds of things, you don't take it lightly. So I will read for us the creed of journalists. I will read a few lines for us, so that we as journalists add value to ourselves and the mother body. I want to call on the mother body of all journalists in this country, the Press Union of Liberia. I know you're going through your leadership struggle or crisis or whatever it is. It's about time that we take siege of the matter and understand. Just the other day, within weeks, we had 2 journalists brutalized. Journalists, Choloplay or Spoon, he was being brutalized by men of representative of district number Dixie Sibo, district number 16, order his men to brutalize journalist Choloplay on grounds that he asked a question concerning what is unfolding there at the capital. And that was not favorable to him, so he had to say what he had to say and order his men to beat on the journalists. Just the other day, the ruling establishment executive committee meeting they were having at Golden Key. Another journalist from OKFM again was victimized. So you see, why you people signed, it was during the regime of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that the Table Mountain Declaration was signed. And last regime, former President Weah signed the Abdullah Kamara Act that has to do with journalists and free speech. So are these lawmakers, are we saying that these lawmakers do not read things that they pass? They just pass it on the basis that they hear say? Are they not consciously reading or passing these laws that they pass? Or they just do it for monetary values? Because these documents, they are not just ordinary. These are documents that you affix your signature to. You say yay to when it was brought to you. Now, because you are in a shilly deal, you are in a situation where the honorable body have been brought to public disrepute. So journalists shouldn't talk about it. Let me read for you a few lines. I believe in the profession of journalism. I believe that the public journal is a public trust, that all concerned with it are, to the full measures of their responsibility, trustees for the public, that acceptance of a lesser service than the public service is a betrayal of this trust. I believe that clear thinking and clear statement, accuracy and fairness are fundamental to good journalism. I believe that a journalist should write only what he holds in his heart to be true. I believe that suppression of the news for any consideration other than the welfare of society is indefensible. That is where the issue with Representative Samuel Koga and Journalist Jed is. Journalist Jed brought out the issue, not wanting to censor the news, so he brought up the issues because it has to do with the welfare of the society. Now, Representative Koga is saying that, oh, why are you bringing the public at us? You bringing the public at us. You are inciting the public against us. So should the journalists withhold the information and knowing very well what you are doing is not right and the public needs to know about it? So it says, I believe that suppression of the news. So Representative Koga wanted journalist Jed to suppress the news because he is a member of that group that is carrying on the act. So I believe that suppression of the news for any consideration other than the welfare of the society. The society welfare comes first. That's what I found on my colleagues. Whoever you are, who always suppress the news for the consideration of somebody who calls you on the side to put money in your pocket. That's why our people continue to go through the constraints that they go through, because we as journalists, we also play a pivotal role in the suppression of the information that needs to go to the public. When the public is informed, we get to understand that these people who govern us, when we are not giving access to them to do what they find themselves doing to us, what's going to happen? That attitudes will change. The attitudes will definitely change. But if we suppress the news, or because of the consideration of what they can give us, it becomes a kafu in our stomach. Yes, the man will say the kafu. Because the man know that what he does is wrong, so he calls a journalist to make it so nice and look like there's nothing happening, or suppress that information. Hell no. That's self-censorship. And Liberia have reached to the point now, self-censorship it shouldn't be seen in our better way. Journalists should be free to do their jobs. Journalists should be free, in as much a journalist can get information about others, and you hear them and you listen to this information and you use it against you. While now you are in the same shoes, and and something has been public against you, then you take to the airwaves and start to rain threats. So let me go further. It says, I believe that no one should write as a journalist what he would not say as a gentleman. That's why I continue as a professional journalist. I continue to say to my colleagues, some of our friends who sit on the radio and just rain insults at officials, rain insults at people, knowing that the media is a sacred place. The media, people look up to the media for information. It is through which people make decisions. The information that we provide to them is through which they get to make those decisions. So if we were sit there and allow ourselves to be used by politicians, and we sit on radios and rain insults, and the airwaves is not meant for that. The airwaves is not meant for that. As a journalist, you need to be factual. That's why the ABC, when you are going through journalism training, they tell you that one of the major things you are always taught, the ABC, make sure to be accurate, balanced, and there must be clarity in your reportage. Always balance your information. When someone accuses another person, make sure to get both sides of the story. Nowadays, we have this breaking news, and we are not breaking the news in the right form and manner. There are times we do not add value to the news, because we just want to come up with one-sided story, and at the end of the day, it becomes something. Come on, let us understand. When you are bringing forth an information, you should get both sides. Get both sides of the coins. And that will put you in the right position so that you do not be seen as biased. All right? So let's get further. It says, I believe that no one should write as a journalist what he would not say as a gentleman. That bribery by one's own pocketbook is as much to be avoided as bribery for the pocketbook of others. That individual responsibility may not be escaped by pleading another's instructions or others' dividend. You see that? The representative pleading that journalist Julia J should go by his instruction, not to come up with the information that is unfolding at the Capitol. Hell no. How do we go about that? So Alfred Sumo Sandyman, thank you so much joining us from Buchanan City. Alfred, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. So these are things. That's what I say to my colleagues every time. These politicians, you should not be used. We know that the media is struggling when it comes to salaries and other stuff like that. But guess what? This profession comes with integrity. This profession comes with value. People hold you in high esteem. That's why you find that people listen to the radio. They take every information that comes through the radio because you hold the public trust. So when we are disseminating information to the public, what happens? They believe this information, so that's why we need to be balanced. We need to be accurate, and we should come with clarity, holding our factor constant. Because integrity is doing something where even folks are not around doing the right thing. Hmm? So we condemn the action or the statement made by Representative Kogar on the person of our journalist Julius J. We demand that he make an apology for that statement, and we can move from here. All right. So too many things happening. Even the press bureau of Liberia came up with a press release. Let me see if I can lay my hands on it concerning journalist Yanti Topa and journalist Cholople. Yeah, let me see if I can lay my hands on that. The press union of Liberia came up with a statement. Let me see if I can lay my hands on that. Let me see if I can lay my hands on that quickly. If you just join us, this is the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1. Consciously speaking to the minds of people this morning. And we are taking up the time to talk about those issues that matters to the growth and development of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. Let me see quickly if I can get the press statement by the Press Union of Liberia regarding the attacks on journalists. This is becoming unbecoming. Yeah. This is becoming unbecoming. Yeah. Seriously. Journalists are now being attacked. Oh, this country. Liberia is so. What others are looking forward to development and transformation through the minds. That's why I'll continue to say, when the minds are developed, the eyes will appreciate the works of the hands. Because most of us, our minds are not developed, so our eyes won't appreciate the works of our hands. We go about doing things that are not even called for. We start to do arcade things, way bad things, and we start to do it, which of course we shouldn't be doing. Hmm? Yeah, way bad thing, and we shouldn't be doing. But we find ourselves doing it in this 21st century. Why should we continue to be doing such a thing? So I'm looking for the press statement made by the Press Union of Liberia. Hope to get it quickly. Hope to get that quickly. But let me open the lines to hear from you what you make of the unfoldings. And there are other issues that you want to stress free your mind on. You can talk about it. 0778 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show, here on Love FM 105.1. 0778 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show, right here on Love FM 105.1. I'm trying to get our press statement by the Press Union of Liberia. I don't know. Ooh, Love Radio 105.1, commercial commitment while we await your calls on this broadcast. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105. Let's get this commercial commitment. To be right back while we wait your calls. This is the Positive Show, the beacon of hope, the fountain of beautiful broadcasting.
What is better than free? Nothing. Free is better than 1%. Doing any transaction with MTN mobile money is free. We pay your fees for you. No more adding extra money when you are sending money to friends and family at any agent point. So, join over 1.2 million Liberians doing that transaction on the most trusted, reliable, and #1 mobile money service provider in Liberia, MTN Mobile Money. Dial *156# and start transacting today with MTN Mobile Money. Mobile money, that baby, eh?
0778-665-073-0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. You can profile your calls, and we're going to take your calls this morning on the issue that matters. You have other issues burning your chest you want to speak about, we can talk about it. 0778-665-073 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. 0887-105-105 0778 665-073. Those are the numbers to call. Call this morning. Let's talk about these things that matters. All right? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you? Your name and join us from where?
I'm Jerome Carter. I call from Pinsville.
Sure, let's hear you.
Yeah, I got 2 points. It has to do with number one, Fanatic Kofa. This country now, I don't want nobody to say, but from my view, because when they were carrying a Rick Monroe, they didn't hear Bobasi, the person say anything. But because of the action they were taking, as responsible they are, can you imagine a threatening journalist, fighting journalists? I don't know. In a very fighting for power, and that's what they are. So when the woman come and say, "My man, step down," it's simple. Because if the woman now comes and forget it, they're going to create chaos. So that's Fanatic Kofa. That's the first figure rest for us to carry our work. So going to Supreme Court bench, they will not have. 2, to the legislators and the representatives. We're taking those guys. They got to be careful. If they don't take time, they come in election, we vote all of them out. Because they are gambling our life. They are not doing anything. The whole 2024, we are not achieving nothing for them. They only discuss themselves. Thank you.
Thank you. 0778 665 073 0887-105-105. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Wonderful. What's your name and you join us from where?
Okay, my name is Ernest. Ernest Duato, and I'm calling you from Teesville.
Ernest, let's hear you.
Thank you. I took some time while driving to listen to you, and you spoke very well. I think the problem we got in this country is on the 3 lawmakers at the lower house, because they're so concerned about themselves, they're so concerned about what they will get, and not the Liberian people. If our country and citizens were very serious, by this time those 3 million should be on our feet. But because they spin us to people in exchange for power, at the end result we become beggars to them. As it relates to the coca issue, I hear from Nima. I'm a citizen of Nima, and I think is wrong. His statement his statement has the ability to undermine the peace of our country, and it has the ability to threaten the peace of journalists across the country. Because if a lawmaker is making that statement, you don't know. He has power. So his statement against Julius, I think the president should be able to make a very strong statement regarding that, not only Julius alone. It should be about the concern and the safety of all journalists, because journalists become the watchdog for us. Anything that happens, whether good or bad, they are the one who bring forth the information. So I think he should openly apologize and let the public know that this statement is not going to repeat itself again. And thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show. We pray that our lawmakers do the honorable thing and not being too dishonorable to do the to affect people. Up to now, we don't have our budget being passed because of their actions. Thank you, and God bless our country like you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's get to this line and talk to this person. Good morning. 0778 665 073 Good morning.
Good morning, Rufus.
How are you?
I'm doing bad, brother. I wish I had some conversation with you off air. I know I can share no more, but anyway, if you have my number, then you can talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just remain. Let me get yours.
This is Edward Spencer into anyway, and I into borrow. So your discussion this morning, right? Regards to that we spoke at. So I am now a journalist. I love the professional. I want to be, but let's say this. If you can follow in that show, if we discussing the conversation between you and your chair yesterday, is that the discussion we're talking about? Honestly, as a journalist, I follow you. I mean, that's one thing I admire you for. You want to regard, you don't put your personal feeling in discussion, and you always talk both sides. You know, you don't follow anybody's side. You're just a neutral guy, and that's actually imitating you in some ways. And you are one of my best journalists I really admire. But if you really follow the whole thing, Julius has been someone like making it appear that the majority blood on the wrong side and the profile is already on the right side, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So what Kuka said yesterday, what are the thing to do? I will kill you, I will do this, I will do anything. I'll be very careful. If you can remember Mr. Cannon, those guys that have been suspended, those guys prevented the with the town or the guy was Liberia or Kofa or all Liberia. You know, the Marvin Cole, we all know they get rid of Marvin Cole. You can follow that, look at that behavior. What is activity? You know, they have their behavior. It was unfair at all. All right, don't prevent your police not to enter the chimney of business. You know, and so they said that they tried to suspend it. But your view yesterday was why they had to suspend the guy from every one piece, you don't suspend anybody. Then I said, but you're not in our session, you don't know what will go through there. The kind of treatment we've been going through, you're not going through it. You know, and you didn't get into due process. But we'll get into due process. If you want to know how we'll get into due process, come to the capital and get information. And then you not there, remember, stay on the radio, how you do it, due process, and so on. The message, be careful how you discuss it. Because of that, we may some of your management to count here. You know, and that's what the message, why is thinking about that? If you make a statement that after is trying to be a mental journalist that judging the case and making it clear that they all got in the wrong. And look, there are every rule to every state institution. They all have their any rules. You don't disobey, you don't abuse that. You can imagine why they want money. Are you serious? Even if they be also they people tell them be also anything. Oh, a lot of things that the minority people are doing that they be giving one instance that the majority people pull up away. There's nothing as such. But no one discuss those behavior for the minority block. But every day the majority, and I feel anybody in the first place, as I say, I love Kofa. I wish Kofa to be spent because for the house, but now never be house. Those people that the police are voted for him, they think police they don't want him. That's a level he. But what I'm saying is, let us try to approach it in a most balanced way. Show me one instance that the majority block full of violence, insult, and attack police and do all the stuff. No. You know, so if you're genuinely want to discuss it, we all have our feeling. We are human beings. There's no way you can 100%. We are all human beings. We have our personal feeling. But be careful. If somebody say, "Mama, you gotta be careful," you discuss the issue with some of your management. What so bad? Everybody back there, who got too bad? I don't really understand. Yes, seriously. Love FM is an institution. If you not know nothing better about me, ever somebody ever so far that now you know me personally or you are in me before, and you know they my character and say, oh yeah, it's you. Ever you have stole that money. Man, what so? I say, but Mr. Cannon, you don't understand the whole thing. You have to come to my house and understand for me. You say, no, I can't tell me why you stole the money, you stole the money. I say, but you gotta be careful why you discuss the issue, or else I will take it to go back. And say, oh, you're touching the man. But my man, I don't understand things on that. Of course, I want to protect you, I want to have freedom of yours because of ever, but in every situation, they have something some consequences of follow too. So yeah, that's my view.
Okay, Joe, I just texted you.
All right, I got it. Thank you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. What's your name? Can you join us somewhere?
Okay, I'm young Christian. I called on call this morning.
Let's hear you.
You see, for better, let me say thanks for the show. But let's look at your institution, right? If someone just get out and start to discuss your institution, I don't know what exactly is going on there. You think it will be fair? It will not be fair. So I want the Honorable told Julia yesterday, if you want to know the in total of everything, come at the Capitol building. He's a journalist. Nothing good. Most of you have already monitored a show, continue to start to monitor a show. But yesterday, I don't think the Honorable Mayor any Humphrey. If you want to get everything clear, nobody's stopping you. Nobody's telling you that you should not go to the Capitol building to get any information there. He has the people there that can only give information to them there. So I don't think it was anything bad at the Honorable Mayor said. You want to get the information correctly, go there, but don't discuss what you don't actually 100% know about. That's what the mayor was telling him. There was nothing that in his statement that was threatening Julia that we want to take it like the mayor threatening want to harm him. No. If you want to get information correctly, what is the responsibility? And is to go where you're supposed to get the information from. So I don't think it was anything bad. The Honorable Mayor go to the house. They will give you every information that you need. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. 077-8665 073-0887-105-105 are the numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show, here on Love FM 105.1. We are having a conversation talking about things that matters to the growth and development of our country, Mama Liberia. Let's flip to the line and talk to this person. Good morning, Janja. How you doing?
Bless God for them. For the sake of the Liberia, Mami Janja, the one part of the world, you check for Guaja community.
Janja, let's hear you.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened to Liberia. I want to see people that making the country to be backfire, and I already know what. You know, my brother to be free in this country, forcing power, it's good. Capital they come in this country, they force power, and they see where they find ourselves today. Very, the thing that they're doing, and they're not red. You know the window they go, where they go back and put a red in your shadow, your cover, or where you're for the moon, find a way to get up. Railway or government or country, I want to full power. Therefore, I didn't mean for you. Well, I didn't know we're going to be people who got in when the food ever funny and before people. So, funny, therefore, the capital building, the way you do that, I say that they get the honest people. And the Liberian people work in delay. What are the people? What are the sound? If they don't pay, whatever, also now, the foreigners, not pay, they don't buy anywhere, and see the check, they pay so far anyway, and also now, people that is finding a way to all kind of there to work on a payroll. Then you got cost, you want to defend, Kufa, better get in the country. But brother, you get force power. They are raising our level up for all the people, what's going on. So you tell me what did I would discuss here? What did I would discuss here? And people they are getting information sending there on the people Facebook page. Then you got one to call and go divert Kuka, a Kuka to divert here. You would have maybe I will call you to go back in the hall. You that going on. People that want to make the come back power. Don't take it for your presentation.
Janja, thank you. Thank you so much. 077-8665 are the numbers to call this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kare.
How are you?
My name is Joseph B. Miller, and I call from Mount Basket to Pipita on the Anthony Weller Avenue.
Joe, let's hear you.
Yes, thank you. I'm a member of Latvia. I'm a citizen of this country, and I cannot be deported for anywhere for talking the truth. But the only thing you can do to me is to beat me or to kill me when I talk the truth and go against you. Let me be bold to tell you, in this whole saga that legislative politics the people playing that won. Two, the majority, they have never go against the minority to say, oh, they are going to cause havoc there. One day, Let me bring it to our own self when people in my home can speak in the call my mapu. Let me make sure to know that the people don't go in after the no power there before. No power the people not go there because they say we now want to be with you, we going for you, or we first we make power with you. No. The other side of the people went to court. The people said, "Oh, let me go to the court." They were far. Go to the court. They went to the court. The people didn't cause trouble there. The people went to the court. They hear what they say. The people say, "Okay, say look at you, go by, go do your thing. You go settle yourself to honor people." The people went back. After they went back, they gave the former speaker due process. They gave a letter for him to come to recuse himself for the deputy speaker to take over his benefit. No, don't do it because the deputy speaker with a minute. So if you go there, they will impeach you or they will do what they do. So don't go there. And he never honored the letter. 3 different times. When they went back to the court again, for the second time, the people say we get a man due process. Let the people here and they show it. In deny. People say yes. Let's condemn what the lawmaker for discrediting both country Marvin Coe said, and for us to look at the World War on the Samuel Coker said. Samuel Coker said, if you go to honor state, you cannot be far off. Come to the place here and listen to what we say here, and you will understand your area. But if you don't want to do it, be careful with what you report. Because if you're not careful with what you report, Liberian people will be going scatter head on. You see, now they're bringing the Supreme Court that Mr. Canada put to us, they bring the Supreme Court because some people say majority you wrong, minority you right. And now what happening in this country right now? Now. So the man say you can't talk something what you don't know. You say talking on the radio, the man say no. I will not be able to talk on the radio, brother. You will not see it, but come and see for yourself and listen. Maybe the one will tell you, other people will tell you more than what I will tell you. That's what it means. You can look at this time, I think who say we now have a war will be war in this country. And I want to say, what will you condemn? Everybody condemning the one I say real war. Local representative, Daisy Sibu, beating people, breaking chairs. Professor Trope were beaten for school FM. Even a cool FM, even a okay FM said, the one of the generators there too. He was
Yanti.
Yeah. Yanti Topa were beaten too. But the same lawmaker. Now, let me hear now, police be lawmaker for disturbing. So the man is more than the people that getting power that must beat generators. Not generators for too. So there is not human beings, people that bring a lead to this country, people that sacrifice their lives. So you know that thing why anybody can be firing, going to be doing the die in that process. So you beat them. They will learn how to be truth or be realistic to war another in this country. The country will move forward, Mr. Kane. Mr. Kane, all the things people doing, they are fighting their own self-interest. This morning, I just saw a picture when you see for 30. Where 12 velocity in my run. Other representative, the former representative carrying the winning it to go get married. They say Labrador not good. They say the children in United Kingdom to go to school. Labrador is dead, but that way you can pay 15,000, you pay 45,000 car. Other representative, me, I will send my money in Ghana. I couldn't carry that to my woman. I pay my family out. My children there in Ghana. They enjoy it. Then you say Labrador people can't answer. We stupid because the next 10,000 labor you about just you about liquor your tree because instead we don't get it. Oh, like man we won't, like man we can't start doing all that kind of thing. Me, I stop telling all Liberian citizens that know the importance of lab, young people. They say we are useless people in Liberia. That's the reason they say the children in Ghana, America, India to go to school because they want to suppress us. Nobody should go in that place that go say for a Kofa Monamu. Let people fight their own battle. For a Kofa, more than 4 million, more than 5 million in this country. They're not giving more to school. They're not buying clubs. They're not doing anything for people in the school. But capable. So then they fight their battle. In the set, then they bring a chair in there and kill one another there. And then we will have people will raise one people again or one person again to go and be our lawmaker. Nobody going in the street before somebody can hear you for nothing. For nothing. Locally, the president won the election. The ball are raining, the people will call up for that tower. They keep on nothing. The president is trying to laugh. Look at the way it came to CDC party and quarter to Erica. Waiting happy and job lacking. Everybody, nobody see the people cry. So nobody go in the street to go to Capitol Bay. You cannot feel government. Don't go there and say, if you want to get up, show me. They will raise the number and go there and engage all the 73 lawmakers to tell them they must back up for our students. So show me, let's go there and go there and go there and tell them to step down.
Thank you.
So thank you for giving me the opportunity to explain and express myself. Thank you, President. God bless you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, my brother Ruba.
Hey, may I begin?
Thank you very much, Ruba. My recognition.
How is it in your area now? The signal alright now? The signal alright in your area now?
Yeah. The signal clear on the channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my brother.
Hey, let me say thanks to you in the morning, Ruba, for your analysis. You see, Ruba, you sometimes you only generally you just treat each other fair. To be honest with you. I can remember it happened to Yanti when we went to Golden Key for in the party of having a meeting there, and then in the accelerate, and we went there. And Yanti did a post while you were sitting in more, and somehow Ghana got there. They read to him, someone inside Japan, someone that 14 or some American stop the thing. La, the society will lazy now. And not before. Why generally we just make a poll group claiming to be a unity party and so on. You say for that reason, the men are all made up poll while the men are conscious. I said no. I said the people are supposed to invite the general just carry on their own. The thing about invitation. So the people that invite you, the people are supposed to tell the general like unity party and so on. But because they tell the people there, that makes the men made up poll group claiming to be unity party and so on. So no need to jump on the men. They want to jump on Yanti Ladi some more. We got to mango away. We take Yanti from there. Even and the next day I call the radio upon them on the attack or any general in the country that no politician or you must be supposed to attack any general for me. I will not do it. And talking about again, the guy from Sylvester Trophy. You see, that one is not your general that you get to use your affair. It happens to Sylvester Trophy, but because of Sylvester Trophy, it happened to somebody who coming from the speaker, sir, would deny anything. No media. You know, to join the country, I called the media platform all in there. I told them, I said, but why you can be treating yourself like this? Local Asibo security was chasing Philippines. He was taking food for him. He had to run in go and one in the corridor. It was he saw him breathing the cow. No generally was brother in there. They were not able to discuss anything about it.
I discuss it, though. I discuss it.
And I tell you, the station I was going my station and I know what you discuss it. Yeah. So be honest with you, I even call it see okay there. They are two them. You call all of media platform. They are two that they are treating each other well. So now yesterday he happened to my brother Julia Jet. You see, okay then I want the station I really there to be honest with you. For the days to be the late Samuka. All these Ghana, Yankona, Titi, Jibo. I can tell you, I've been following media in the country, but the only thing I've been doing to be called so that there's a year. I did not say, oh yeah, let me make sure I be taking part on some of the issues people have been discussing. So for me, I always been following the media, how the media going. There is no way Samuel Koga will refer to OKFA at Kigali as a body. As a body, majority brown. But for that one, I'm not so Koga. Okay, I feel like one of the credible institutions in the country when they get information report. Even if you're arguing, is it my man pay you like okay, I say at you. So then you your money. Because when the politicians when they go to check your year at you. So for me, I always thought we know the radio Kigali. A lot of people are report. I always say, I did it my somewhere that writing PPG. They flash PPG. But because you're not insulting.
The time will come out, we'll write a BBG.
Yeah, my brother, because you're not insulting a lot of people, they know to give relevant. But we all here, we know the radio Kigali,
and send the process. We know how to get taking issue. So I expect Koga to call on that station Milan statement, but for him to call on station like it's credible that we liberate people. Then you can't see the men running the show, the one radio to Gali no matter that. So I don't support for that. But you're the jelly level for you can put your husband on. You're not with each other to be honest with you because
a hot divided itself cannot stand. So at the moment, that's what's happening.
Asking representative question, many representative causing a jealousy. Oh, it met your power. Are you killing me? That's not the research again. They say, go chase a man, go take him because the man recording. What chase him and take my body. The recording the man, it was only by bringing all up and also carrying the life. They not discuss it. They not discuss that particular issue. So you see, so that one go around, will come around. So what happened to your friend, take it to be your own. What happened to you to your friend too, will take it to be your own. But when you're not doing it, okay, every day people work. For me, I took Kuba from the beginning. I said, I was supporting Kuba. Myself, only happy to me the feeling my brother. Let me tell you, I have $415 in my phone. Somebody went to $352 for any phone. And then you know, I went and tell my account, lose that more money. And that's in it. You know, I have to go to Lustar. Lustar went and tell me, they can't give me the positive information. So I asked the question, I said, but what do you think I can do? The tenant tell me, I know what you do. So for me, I went to Sergio to go ask questions because I want to do follow. I want to know about all costs. Who take that money from my phone because only me entitled to my password, only me entitled to my phone. So who take that money? So take over hotel in a country like in money passing through your budget about 7+ million according to the fact check. Say, oh yes, the menu or 7 million two budget here. Now somebody can tell me in that money of passing through your budget. What the follower in there? In the follower and see me now like the follower are doing because I want to know how my money move in my phone. Who take the money from that? So I want to know that. Let me say you have to car when they did it checking. They told me they put into the money for the phone last month, the 21st. And I tell my account on the 23rd, which is on Saturday. So I take some money somewhere I want to know. I want to take it. It's only point to the money for the 21st. The 24th, I very why you need to be speaker. So I said, but what get my phone because I was watching the program. I had to go to the police station. Say I better go to the police station. Every goddamn day, my brother, I just walk into the police. Just to get what the president they call up before the police they start chasing the person who do it this and this. I said, but that's my brother, my brother. So when you get a car, somebody pray with, I can't do job between, but Papa cannot be hardly beyond doing wrong. Then can't say with law. Papa now with no law in the country, all the guys after that, their pocket. Me here, I look at the whole thing before. I was executive. Because me, I know the fight, the men who fight. But you know what I'm talking about? Like the president. They will go there, tell to the president. Next year, will not pay salary. People start living in the hospital. Patient will be defeated, probably dying. All I want, because what? The budget cannot pass. People stay 40 and more. So my whole issue, I look at the cover, the people country first. It's not like all of people be resigning, they want to resign. No. It's not like all people be resigning, they not know the law, or they not get money, or they not powerful. No. But because I certain things they look at the people country first. So law your colleague and cover who are too fast there. But to see over 40% come on, they don't want you. So no, they will start from 30 around there, they start up. But for you 43, I look at it for 43 men to go back. And now 43 men to coming back, you can see that on 30 men. Me, I say you're not happy. So for that reason, I only call you to see her best, to give her, then just give her water and leave the whole particular thing so that our country will be able to go. But you have to imagine, but now, the budget is supposed to be into law so that the president will start educating. Now we'll get rainy season, we'll get dry season. The government will face a rule. And up to now, the budget not pass. It didn't face a zero rule, so not do it. So they have to see our bed to pull our together, my brother, so that our country will move on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get gist of what transpired on yesterday regarding Julius and Representative Colgard.
People who work with me, it is our prerogative. Julia, you are not affected, but the way in which you producing the show, you are trying to incite the Liberian people against the government. How? I'm telling you, listen, your analysis. I'm not talking to you. You are a very young, brilliant guy I respect. How now, boss? You understand? You making a case as though you were the one that was affecting the process. But you don't. Am I not a Liberian citizen? Can I not offer advice? Can I not do analysis of the issue? But you, I think as a journalist, just whatsoever saga took place, present it to the citizen. And so now I should not do analysis. What analysis? I'm telling you, too young to be. So what is the wrong thing that okay? The whole world is listening. What is the no? You gotta answer the question now. What is the wrong thing that? What is the wrong thing that I said? You are inciting the problem against the decision I will read. You are saying that the decision we took, we're trying to exacerbate the situation on ground that there were some guys that were suspended and we have had a better one. So if you are mounting political pressure, how do you encourage other people to come your way? In the first place, I want you to understand this. If 7 persons were on a listing that were ought to be sanctioned or for decision to reach against them, and based on some level of investigative activities, that they say, well, we need some additional prima facie evidence against the order. Therefore, we can take action on 3 persons for now. And going to the fact that the investigative team had realized and emerged with sufficient information, it is incumbent upon the board or the body to take a decision. So we cannot. Did you give them due process? Of course, yeah. Okay, that would have been your job. Journalistic, you would have come to the capital as a journalist. Find out that gentlemen have come as a journalist to inquire. How you give them due process? Julius, if you come to the capital, why you on the radio now and you can say it? I'm inviting you to tell but you don't need to invite me now. You are on the radio. How did you give them due process, sir? Julius, if you have come to inquire, you would have known. Okay. It is my information that you did not give them due process. You should now disprove that. Due process. You can now disprove it that you did not give them due process. No, you do not need to. You are now on the radio. So you should disprove it to the Liberian people. But that's why you on the radio. Julia, let me tell you something. I can also tell you that if you carry out publicity that undermine or that carry out some level of bringing the house into public disrepute, that management can be invited by the house. Do you know that? Which of the management? No, your radio station. No, invite me, sir. Invite me. But you need to stop what you're doing. Doing what? I am not doing anything wrong. I am not doing anything wrong. Okay, thank you so kindly. Okay, thank you so kindly. Stop. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so kindly, Representative.
That was what transpired between the two. So that's it. 077-866-5073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. Let's get to talk about these things that matters, Lord have mercy. Anyways, 077-866-5073, 105 105 are the numbers to call and be a part of the program. The Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1, speaking to the conscience of Liberians and allowing you to wade in on those things that matters to the growth and development of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. Let me say to us young people, we know we are in a dispensation that is so hyper, and we are emotional when it comes to our dealings. We are emotionally driven. So we need to be very careful how we carry ourselves, how we do things, because at the end of the day, it won't all go well for us. It won't add on to us in a positive direction. Yeah. There are a lot of young people who have gotten themselves involved into unbearable situations, all based on because you want to be seen, or you want to be heard, or you want to be amongst the numbers that are classified as the top boys and girls in the town. Know that life is about time and season. Life has stages. So when you have not reached the point yet in life, and you force yourself to reach to where you are not to be, it becomes unbearable for you. A lot of you are plunging yourself into unbearable situations, getting yourself involved into things that you have no business of getting involved with. So I want to call on all of us young people. Let us examine ourselves. We are fast approaching 2025. Ask yourself this question. Over the years, from the beginning of this year up to present, what have been my achievement? These are questions we should be asking ourselves. We shouldn't wait for a watch there before we be there. Oh, I've been here without that. Oh, no. It's about time that we examine ourselves. Ask those questions. At the age I am now, what have I achieved so far with what I find myself doing? Ask yourself, the things that I see myself doing or I found myself doing, what are the dividends? The outcomes? Is it in a positive direction? Is it adding on to me or is subtracting from me? A lot of us, we've gotten ourselves involved into violence. We've been used as a tools to cause violence across the country, and we feel that we have arrived. But failing to understand that it has a serious implication on our lives. Some of us, with this crisis at the capital, a lot of young people have plunged themselves into unbearable situation, unknown to themselves. Situation will come and will end. You still remain. That individual you harm or that individual you went a loggerhead with will still be around, but the situation will be done with. What phase do you have? Or what phase will you have to stand before that person or to work in that same confines with the person? So young people, we need to be very careful how we go about the way we do things. And I want to say to our legislators, a lot of us, we sit on the fence and look at deeply of the unfoldings. And I can say to anybody, me, God first. When I'm not led to get involved with a thing I've done, because I know over the years since I got into this profession, I have realized a lot. Politicians will only use you when they need you. And after the aims and aspirations are made, the aim and objective is met, they care less about you. So you, whatever profession you find yourself, especially our young friends, journalists, let us be very careful how we go about. We hold the public trusts. In as much we hold the public trust, we are to do the right thing, the needful. The people need to be informed adequately The people need the information. Don't censor the information. When you get yourself involved into that, what's going to happen here is going to cause a serious problem, and that will fall directly on your own feet. I want to say to the folks at the Capitol, you see this left? When you are pointing a finger at somebody, who is coming back at you. I want to say to you, Mr. Okay, let me get this. Okay, let me get my thoughts across. Representative Kuhn, now the ball is playing in your court. Get to know sooner or later the same people who are saying, Hosanna, Hosanna, oh, long live the newly elected speaker. We just in few weeks or few months turn out to say, let's crucify him. Don't be complacent of the unfolding, but be very vigilant and act in accordance to the due process. The people you see behind you, they are not legit. They are all seeking interests at the moment. I'll tell you for free, a lot of them, they are not genuine. When they come say, Kobasi said, show me your friend. So let me play that song that Kobasi made. So, Representative Kuhn, you got to know what we are talking about here. Yeah? How far can that friend go? How far can those individuals who are now saying, oh, yes, let's do it this way, let's do it that way, can go with you? It's just for a moment. They are driven by financial gains. A lot of them. A lot. A lot of them. So you gotta be very careful. All right? Let me see what Kobasi song. You say, my friend, how far can you go for me? Let's listen to a few bars of this song, and then I will end my thoughts and let you go on to today's edition of the program, The Positive Show, right here on Love FM. This is done by Kobasi. This new in town. Say, my friend, how far can you go for me?
No man is an island. I not live on experience, yeah. I'm solving my problem before I solve your own. I've been there before, now I'm back. I'm not taking no chances. Be careful how I make my friends.
Cause you get it today, young brother, you not call you Papa. If you get it today, I'll let you, then we'll call you baby. But don't mind me, I know them. Some of them have better friends. So bad friends.
Can you see my friend? You know me. Can you see my friend? You know me.
Big life, I don't laugh, big life. Don't show me big smile. I've been through a lot. I say you my best friend, so far you've been here making flower. If I in trouble tomorrow, I call you, tell me where you pick up. But if you loving somebody, you want to make sure that I you back. For somebody, you want to make sure that I for you. I want to go holy farmer. What I can
you say my friend, you go for me. You say if I can say you stay by me. You say my friend.
Oh yes, they say you are the friend. Oh yeah, oh. I hear the new speaker as they say. How far can they go with you when it comes to legislative proceedings? Are they in the interest of the Liberian people? Are they seeking the interest of the people as you claim to, or they will just be around you because they are getting the little dollars and cents? So these are things that people who go about these kind of fights, you should hold so constant in your mind that today is you, tomorrow be the next person, or today is the person that you are in battering, tomorrow may be you. The same the same mob that can spare A, it can also spare B. So you guys need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. The interests of the Liberian people should be placed above your personal interests. Because at the end of it all, Liberia remains and you will be taking off power, and all of us will be around here, and posterity will judge you as you have power. If you use that power wisely, it will actually judge you in a positive direction. If you misuse the power and abuse the power, it will judge you in the wrong direction. With that being said, we say many thanks to all of you who had the time to wait in on this program this morning. And to those of you who play your listening role, those of you who view, we appreciate you all. I will continue to say, this is where we are. The land that is filled with milk and honey. We are 177 years. A lot is happening in our country that shouldn't be happening at all. We say to our lawmakers, you are the first branch of government. Please, the name honorable, it comes with dignity. It comes with accountability. It comes with integrity. Let us not dash the hopes and aspiration of the Liberian people because of our personal gains. Let us not denigrate the sacredness of that office, because you are highly respected, and we, the citizens, should have the reciprocal of what we gave you. What we gave you, we should have in return. That mutual respect and understanding. The Liberian people were not of the minds when they stood under the rain and the sun to elect you to represent them at that level. They did it with the conscious mind. It was not because of that bathing soap or that towel or cups of rice that you provided that made them to elect you as their leader, to go and speak on their behalf and make laws on their behalf. They put you there because of self-consciousness and believing that you had all it takes to transform their lives and the situation in the country. But you have proven otherwise. Don't forget, 6 years, Nana left town. 6 years, now we go one, literally one. Bottom 5. So power is nothing without control. If you cannot control yourselves and do the Liberian people's business in a very peaceful and honorable manner, as you've been called honorables, well, 2029 is not far from here. You will get your check. Oh yes, if that check will be a blank check, you will get to know. So the workings of the Liberian people should be a priority. should be a priority. Going at the capital is not of your own making. With the power inherent in the people constitutionally, they saw it that you could represent them at that level. It is not a curse to put on themselves for you to unilaterally do things and don't get to consult them. If you are a lawmaker and you do not find yourself consulting your constituents, rest assured 2029 is just right next door. You will get your check. I always say there are two things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And we must take responsibility of two things in our lives: our fortune and that of our misfortune. Because in union, success is sure. With God above our rights to prove, we over all prevail. With hearts and hands, our country cause defending, we meet the foe with valor unpretending. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and other follow. First among equals, of course, and destined for greatness. Asada controls and brought you the program on behalf of Pam Fomba and Martina Tupa, who were unable to be here this morning. But watch out later on and in the afternoon for the afternoon conversation. Let's keep the peace and play it safe, because Mahatma Gandhi said the difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing will suffice to solve most of the world's problems, unquote. Have yourselves a wonderful and God bless day. Bye-bye.